So yeah, my name's Cam Swales. I'm the bass player and producer in Dimensionist. And our song's called Artefacts Remain. It's our first single, and we're pretty friggin' pumped about it. We've been working hard to get to this point, and yeah, just excited to have the train leave the station, so to speak.
Sounds good, man. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, happy to be here, man. Yeah.
All right. So as you say, Dimensionist today release your debut track, Artefacts Remain. So you sort of briefly touched on it then, but how you feeling about it, bro?
Oh man, we're all so excited. Hey, like, we've been working towards this point for a long time, and it's just yeah, we're really pumped to finally be here and be able to put our music out to the world, like really be like, yeah, we're here, this is who we are, this is what we sound like. And it's not, oh yeah, it's coming, it's now, man, so it's happening. Yeah. It's good. It's good to be able to say that.
Yeah, so tell us a bit more about the song from a musical point of view and what you were going for with it.
Yeah, so I mean, Dimensionist, like our overall sound is, it's like sometimes it's quite progressive and ambient and nice, and then on the other side of the spectrum, it's just really brutal and heavy hitting, and we have a little bit of everything in between. And we've got quite a few songs written now, but this one we felt was like a good kind of full breadth of the spectrum, if that makes sense. It has a little bit of everything that we're all about, and we felt, um, yeah, it was a good first song for everyone to hear, because it would really give them an idea of what the rest of the catalog is going to be like as well. Yeah.
Oh.
So the song musically, starts off nice and ambient, and very very ethereal, and big like cinematic synth work and stuff like that. And then there's kind of like you know there's like a moment where it all changes and builds into the kind of main riff that the song's centered around, and that's when things are about to change, and then it just goes boom, metal. Yeah. And then it just remains pretty heavy for the rest of the track. Yeah.
And how about lyrically? What story does Artifacts Remain tell?
Yeah. So yeah, this song's lyrically quite personal to the vocalist, but he gave me a little blurb. He said the song's really about someone yearning to find a better way in the world, but ultimately being unable to due to the echoes of past events. So there's a mixture of frustration and determination, but mostly there's like an ultimate surrendering to the inner conflict. And that's what he was really trying to get across.
And the song was engineered and produced by the band yourselves, mate. Like, what are some of the pros and cons of taking that role on in-house?
Yeah, time and pressure, I think. Yeah, so it's like there's some amazing producers out there, and working with them would be incredible. But I guess we just wanted the challenge, and also being our first release, maybe save a bit of the cash as well. And we saved a bit of cash on that and spent it on the film clip, which you'll see. But yeah, also like it was a bit of a personal challenge for me too that I wanted to take on, because I'm a dance music producer formally, and have been for about 20 years. So I just wanted that opportunity to give mixing the band a go, and yeah, really dive in and learn at the same time. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Now, we sort of touched on this a little bit before, but is Artifacts Remain indicative of the sound of Dimensionless, or is it just sort of one side of what to expect?
Like I said before, I think it's a good kind of indicator of our sonic spectrum, but we definitely have more progressive songs, and we definitely have more like modern metalcore and just straight up heavy tracks with, you know, yeah, that are just like brutal. We even have a 2 minute song which is just blast beats basically. Um,
Cool.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So we really do a bit of everything, and yeah, we felt this song really showcased all like our sonic palette as a band.
So is it a standalone single for now, or is it part of a bigger EP or album cycle?
Um, so yeah, so it's a standalone single for now. We have a few more singles in the pipeline, but we're going to space them out over a couple months. And for now, we're just getting out there. Seeing what people think, get some feedback, and yeah, we're gonna like concentrate on playing some shows soon as well. Try and get us onto the stage, which we're nearly ready to do. But yeah, I think like we should expect another single out in about 3 months from now. And then maybe a couple of months after that too. So we got 2 tracks we want to get out, just not straight away. Yeah.
So for those not familiar with Dimensionist, mate, give us a bit of history about the band.
Yeah. So it really started like there was 3 of us, me, Jason drums, and Benny on guitar, and we were just jamming for a while. We all just met on the internet, just looking for people to play with, and yeah, January last year, we were like, you know what, let's go fucking serious. Like, let's really make a good go at this. And yeah, we had a couple of good solid demos under our belt already, and we were like, all right, we need a vocalist and we need a second guitarist, and yeah, just put the feelers out on on the Facebook pages. And I think we got the full lineup by about July last year, and we've just been working hard ever since. Defining the sound and just writing as much as we can. So yeah, and basically just working towards this moment pretty much and beyond. Yeah.
Now, there's a couple of good quotes in your press release that I want you to expand on a bit for us, mate. The first one says that Dimensionist explores the space that exists at the edge of heavy music. Like, that's a beautiful quote. So what do you mean by that?
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think what so Link wrote that, which is our second guitarist. I think what he was trying to say was that we're not just like, we don't just want to be kind of generic. We want to and we also don't want to just have one sound. Like, we do cross into other flavors a lot. Like you'll hear in the single, like there's a lot of like heavy synth work and stuff, and that comes from like my dance music background. And there's a couple of tracks of ours that are actually quite dancey. Like, they're not like EDM or anything like that, but they have that feel. And then yeah, and then there's like we're trying to like cross pollinate between that kind of how do I say that? So I'm just kind of blabbing, trying to think about how to word this. But yeah, it's like yeah, I guess we don't want to just be like just a heavy band. Like, we want to include all sorts of flavors that we love from all other types of music. Like, we really love heavy bands, but we also love Radiohead and Bjork and Hans Zimmer and drum and bass and all this other stuff. So we just want to try and bleed in elements from all of our inspirations, and yeah, I guess that in turn makes it sound a little bit different than just like straight up metalcore, or whatever. Yeah, straight up like technical metal or something like that.
Oh. And you mentioned shows before. Have you got any booked, or are you just still looking?
Yeah, so nothing booked as yet. We do have a lot of we are friends with a lot of other bands locally and in the state as well. So we're basically we've been concentrating on writing all the material for the set, which is now done. So now it's just practice, 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 and on the newer ones, and then there'll be a point where we're like, yeah, we're ready to go, and we don't know if we're going to join, another band's lineup or just put on our own show with all of our friends. We don't know exactly how it's going to roll yet, but yeah, in the next couple of months we'll definitely be keen to start getting out there and blowing up some sound systems for sure.
Beautiful. All right, Kev. Well, thanks very much for your time, mate. By the time this comes out, Artefacts Remain will be out and available for everyone's ear holes. So best of luck with it, mate, and let us know when you get a Brisbane gig. I'll pop down and say hello.